Hello there, everyone. I am your German snob, and you know what? Let's actually get to play some video games for once. Yeah. Now, the next game I want to do is, as you can quite clearly see, Hitman Blood Money. So, what is there to say about this game? It's the fourth installment in the Hitman series, which has altogether 5 installments. It came out in like 2006 or something, and is, I think, generally agreed upon to be the best installment in the series. Well, I mean, of course this is contested, but you know, that seems to be the general consensus. I, for my part, think that this is one of the best games ever made. It is most definitely among the most fun games I've ever played. Maybe not really in terms of like emotional impact and stuff. Maybe not necessarily the greatest game ever made, but I had a lot of fun with it. Now, what are the Hitman games all about? They are stealth games um, that don't really rely on the whole, you know, move through the shadows and stuff undetected, but rather have the ability to disguise yourself as their main feature, which really sets them apart from the likes of Splinter Cell or Thief or Metal Gear, I guess. So yeah, this one is Hitman Blood Money, and I say, why don't we start playing it? Here we go. We are going to play it on normal. You know, I think I could probably play it on expert if I wanted to, because this being one of my favorite games, it's a game I would say, pretty good at least in most missions. And it is a game I know fairly well, but I think we are going to do normal anyway. I don't want to take any gambles here.
This just in. Unconfirmed reports of an accident at Southland Park.
Hundreds of family members gathered outside the deserted park today to commemorate the second anniversary of the Southland Park tragedy.
Two-thirds of them children.
Full investigation of the park's safety.
Authorities report at least 30 deaths and close to 100
5
injuries.
years since the tragedy closed the gates of Southland Park, but new evidence
Is claiming malicious prosecution and believes he'll be vindicated
every
at
penny
last.
of his
The
fortune
so-called
defending
legal
himself
eagles
from these
dream
lawsuits.
team.
Defending Southland Park over children.
There were people flying everywhere.
Was-
Body parts.
And the victims'
blood. Oh
families
my
have
God.
vowed to appeal the decision.
Cleared of all charges.
Come, have a cup of tea, hon. Sitting in the dark won't bring him back, sweetheart.
I would like to place an order.
So here we go. Now, Hitman, as you can guess by its name, is a game all about assassination. So that's what we are going to do. Here's a picture of our target, Mr. Joseph Clarence. And yeah, let's get to it. I'm going to cut out the loading times in the future.
This training level will introduce to you the various skills and techniques required to to effectively undertake the missions ahead.
I see.
The action menu is displayed. The bars
Yeah,
in the lower left corner represent
I know.
the icon and
Yep.
the compass is displayed.
You don't
Displayed
say.
at the top of the screen.
Yep.
The exclamation mark appears every
I know.
time. Use the movement keys to move around the
You don't
environment
say.
and use the mouse.
Yeah, I know the controls of this game. Now this level, in every sense of the word, is a tutorial. Which means it's not really all that indicative of how the actual game really plays. You see, this level is fairly linear, is fairly constrained. And in that sense, it's not at all like the later missions are going to be. I mean, it does a fair enough job of introducing the game mechanics.
Welcome to the States, 47. This should be a straightforward operation. We need you to penetrate an abandoned amusement park, locate the owner, and take him out.
Sure will. So
The
here we have
target
him.
is a Joseph Clarence, also known as Swing King. An accident involving one of the rides at the park a few years back forced him to close it down. Our client has made a special request that the photograph you have in your possession be the last thing the target sees. Mr. Clarence has somehow become involved with a narcotics distribution ring, so the park may still have some amusements. Enjoy the ride, 47.
I will. Now, I always thought that this was kind of a weird decision for the tutorial level in that you have to show the target a photo before you kill him. Because that's essentially the exact opposite of what you have to do in the rest of the game. Because in the rest of the game, you should try to make sure that the target doesn't see you before you kill it. By the way, hey there, buddy. How are you doing?
What the fuck you looking at, Kraken?
I'm here to see Joseph Clarence.
Never heard of him.
Mr. Swing King?
Oh, that sorry-ass dickhead. What the fuck they call you?
Names are for friends, so I don't need one.
So yeah, we are asked to check the photo in the inventory. So here it is. A young boy, the client wants you to show this photo to the target. It should be the last thing he sees. Sure will be. But for now, let's just enter the gift shop. Here we go. Really, this game controls very intuitively, for all it's worth. Distract the guards. Now, we do have an item for that. That being that coin here. We have an infinite amount of them. So that means we don't have to worry about wasting them. We can just sort of throw as many of them as we want. Now, let's throw it. Did they hear it? No, they didn't. Oh, damn. I don't think that they can see me through this window. Now we're talking. So now that we distracted them, we can just sort of walk through. Once again, tutorial level, it's not hard. Not at all. I mean, this probably won't keep me from making some stupid mistakes. But you know what, let's just wait and not be all pessimistic like about this. So it's time to make our first kill. Right now we only have one weapon, or what passes as a weapon. It's the garrote wire or the fiber wire. This we can use to strangle enemies. It is quite useful. So... good night, sir. And it's time to get our gun. So here we go. That was the wrong one. What a shame. Now we don't have to drag the body much of anywhere. No, we just want the pistol. Well, chances are that we are never going to... Well, actually, in this mission we are going to use it, but in like the actual game, we should probably try to rely on guns as little as possible. And if we have to rely on them, we better make sure that they are silenced. However, there are usually other ways to assassinate your targets. This is pretty much the main feature of this game, that you have maybe not unlimited, but at least numerous ways to solve your mission. And let's jump to the balcony. Clear the room next door. And seeing how this is a tutorial, yeah, we are going to do this the, let's say, not particularly stealthy way. Pick the lock. Dead. Dead. Well, that was easy. Now we have to dispose of their bodies. For that there are these two chests there. Number 1. And goodbye. Let's close them again, of course. And while we're at it, number 2. Dispose. And be done with it. Time to hide in the closet. Then he comes in. And we are going to take him out. This is usually not how you do it. Then we take his clothes. The game said something about a keycard. Ah yeah, wait a minute. First, we can't dispose of that body. Huh. Well, okay. So let's take the keycard now. Very nice. So further on we go, into the atrium. As I said, this is all very linear, and interestingly enough, not at all how the actual game is like. Once again, it's just to get you acquainted to the mechanics. At least some of them. The really important stuff we are going to learn while we are actually doing it. Right? Hey there, sir. Don't mind me, I am a scientist. Yeah, dumbass. So, further on we go. Place gun in green grate. I can do that. Maybe we want to close the doors, which we can't, alright. Gun. Place in grate. Now, what does this do? I'm going to show you. If we conceal our weapons, and this doesn't only work for guns, it also works for example, bombs. We can smuggle them past guards without them being discovered. Now, if we just carried a gun on us, this guy would open fire. But seeing how I don't...
Check, you white bread.
Yeah, sure. Feel free to do so. I'm a scientist.
Alright, you cool.
See, checking, in the language of this game's guard, means just check your body, but not at...
Get the money, sweetie. It's as good as mine already. Mr. Spook's got it. We'll open the park. It'll be like old times. No, just a few more days. You gotta believe me. Don't say that, sunshine. Mr. Spook's gonna come through, baby. He's good for the money. I won't sign the papers. I won't. You gotta give me one more chance. You gotta. Baby cakes? Sunshine? Hello?
What a convincing accent. Now, what I was going to say, searching someone in the language of this game's guards means essentially just search their body, but not at all what they are carrying on them. So yeah, put down the grate, retrieve the gun, get on top of the elevator. Well, probably better hiding. Wait. How? Top of the elevator. As far as I remember, up there. Now fiber wire the guard below. Here we go. And strangle. You can do that. By the way, that camera angle there is a reference to the movie Leon the Professional by Luc Besson. It is a good movie, if I do say so myself. Starring Jean Reno and Natalie Portman. Also I'm going to save here, because why not? Now in this game you have limited amounts of saves. At least, well, you know, on easy difficulty you have unlimited ones. But on higher ones they are limited. That's all I'm saying. Disable the power box. Oh man, look at how I disabled that power box. And then sneak through the factory. Once again, this is not how this game usually is. Once again, the tutorial is a bit too on rails. But never mind that. So yeah, apparently some gangsters have set up a drug lab in this abandoned amusement park. So further on we go into the toilet. Use gangsters as a human shield, that's something we can do. We need to have our gun out, then sneak up on them. And then use as human shield. Now we can go and clear the room. Which room? Probably that one. Okay, there's another one, okay. But that seems to be it. Once again, it's probably a mistake to do that in the actual game. Though I guess... Actually, I'm not too sure. Could you play this game just going all third-person shootery? I don't really know. But you're very obviously supposed to do it stealth.
Well now, Scoop, and I was just wondering where we were on the whole money thing.
Were you?
Yeah, see, the thing is, if you remember, you know what we agreed to was it'd just be a short while and you'd paying cash, and I know that what the pressures you were under must be, but the deal is a deal, and I was hoping, you know, maybe you could just pay what we agreed on, even though you've been here for, heck, more than twice as long as we agreed to, but just pay the original amount and move on. Not right away necessarily, but, you know, I'd appreciate it.
No.
Now that flamboyantly dressed gangster boss, of course, is a parody of rapper Snoop Dogg. Oh, I'm sorry, Snoop Lion. So yeah, rifle suitcase. What is in there? A sniper rifle. Let's unpack that sniper rifle. How did you do that again? I think, yeah, you have to go into the inventory. Now we are supposed to snipe the 3 guards outside. Scope. Let me think. I forgot the button to... Excuse me for a moment. For some reason it's the X button. What do you say about that? So let's snipe some guards. We can of course zoom in further. And good night. That is the first one. The second one would be somewhere else. It's probably advisable to zoom out again. forgot their position, man. But I do remember being able to... yeah, exactly. Second one, and the third one is up there on the Ferris wheel. That was easy. We can of course go and put it back into the suitcase. Quite easily so. So there. Now we are supposed to go outside now that it's unguarded. But you know what? I think this is also a pretty good point to stop recording for today. I hope to be able to wrap up the tutorial mission with the next video. It's not all that long. But you know what? Until then, I am your German Snob. This is Let's Play Hitman Blood Money. I hope you're going to join me next time. And if you like this video, then like, subscribe, and don't commit suicide. Have a wonderful evening and goodbye.